In the previous video, we learned how to refetch data in a regular interval using the refetchInterval property of the useQuery hook. In this video clip, we will see how to do that in the background. Now, in the previous video, you learned that the refetchInterval property does not fetch data from the back end when the browser window is inactive. When the browser window is inactive, it will only fetch the data when it is active, like it should be active like this. So now to do that, there is another property that is called the background refetchInterval background. Now this property is by default it's false. Now if you make it true in the useQuery hook, it will fetch data in the background. Now let me demonstrate this. Now I put it to true. Now this is the API here, and now this is the store. Now let me this is just the normal case. Now if I change, just like any other way, it will change the price here to 80. So this is when it is active. Now this is the normal case of the refetchInterval property. Now previously you learned that when I inactive and change the data here, it will not, but now it will, because I make the refetch background to true. Now let me demonstrate that one. Now you can see here my the store, my browser window of the front end of that is the store is not active. Now let me change this one again to price of the shoes to 80, and I change, and you can see the data is fetching from the front end even if it is not active. So let me change again here. Keyboard price is 90. You will see in 3 seconds it will fetch data again. So that's how the refetchInterval background works. Now if I make it to false, let's see what happens. Let me show you again. Now it is false, and let me first refetch. Let me first refresh my store. Okay, now let me demonstrate. Let me clean here. Okay, now I change the data here to 80 and update. As you can see, the front end does not fetch data because I make the refetchInterval to false. Now even if you do not put this one, the default is false. That means the refetchInterval act like the refetchInterval background is set to false even if you don't have this one, if it is like that. Okay, that's the default case. So the only way that you might need to use this one to refetch the data in this specified interval when the browser is not active. Now you can see here. Now let me clear. Now when I change to something here, let to 90, it should change because it's false here. So that is what I want to say. So basically the refetchInterval background changed the way the refetchInterval property works. When it's true, it will fetch data in the background even when the window is not active. So when it's false, or when you don't specify at all, it will fetch data only when the browser window is active. Thank you very much.